Hi, let's regroup. We've been talking about slope. You found it from graphs. You found it from 2 points. And we looked at the special cases. I just want to summarize. Any line that rises from left to right has a positive slope. Any line that falls from left to right has a negative slope. Any line that is straight across, horizontal, has a slope of 0. And these are particularly hard. This would have 0 in the numerator and some number, let's call it B in the denominator. And straight up and down lines, vertical lines, will have a number in the numerator and a 0 in the denominator. So under, if the 0 is under, it's undefined. That's going to be a helpful way. Now, the last example we're going to do is, what if you're given a table? So what if you're given a table and someone tells you specifically the points in the table lie on a line, okay? That's key, because if they didn't lie on a line, we wouldn't try to find the slope. We might find the difference or do other things with them, but we wouldn't call it the slope. So we could take these points and graph them. And again, I'm a big fan of doing sketches. And why I sketch, don't go crazy. Don't try to label points. Don't try to be precise. Just say 1, 8 is like up here. 4, 6, you get the idea, right? 7, 4. Okay. So do we need to do that? No, because all these points, and now when they do the table horizontally like this, you might want to organize them as coordinates because it's easy to misunderstand and just say, oh, I'm going to pick any of these 2 points, okay, and just choose to work with. Or you can just look at the table and say, I'm going to choose the first 2 in the table or the last 2 in the table. I like the last 2. My eyes sort of go there. And I see this goes up 3. And 4 to 2 goes down 2. But if you're going to do it this way, you have to be super careful because X always comes on top of the table and Y always comes on the bottom of the table. So visually, you might write it wrong. But remember our formula. It's the Y change over the X change. The Y change was down 2. The X change was up 3. And again, we would probably recognize the answer is negative. And we can see from our sketch, it was negative. So my advice is be careful with the table. It's an easy mistake to make to put the X and Y. So maybe you just always write the points as coordinates. And let's try 2 other points just to make sure, because if they lie on a line, the slope between any 2 points should be the same. So if I took the 1, 8, let me change color. I'm really bad at this. The 1, 8, and the 4, 6. Right? And say, okay, here's my first X. Here's my first Y, second X, second Y. Subtract the Y's, subtract the X's. Same exact slope as to be expected.